All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2018 Ebonite Lafayette Open, powered by Savage Bowling TV. Scott Gilmore here. Chad Lester's hanging around. We've been here all day. I've been here since a little after 7 this morning, and just sat down a little bit ago and realized I haven't had a thing to eat all day.
I recommend the sliders.
I'm going to get some. And I thought, my gosh, I didn't even eat breakfast. I had 2 cups of coffee, and that's it. So, running on fumes, ladies and gentlemen, but we do it because we love the sport.
That's right.
Right? We love the competition. We love the live stream. We love our sponsors. And right now I'm going to run down the top 32 while we finish running. We got 2 more lanes to run, and we're going to get this last squad underway. Going to be about 45 minutes behind schedule. But I tell you right now, that's pretty darn good. Large squads today. So right now it looks like we're going to get to about 216 entries.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Very happy. Want to thank everyone for coming out and bowling, and want to thank everyone for watching the live stream. So actually we're going to run this down. Nathan Michalowski, still our squad, our tournament leader at 904. Joe Bailey second at 888. Jeff Fair third, 886. Tyler Perry is 4th at 864. Jacob Sisk, 863 and 5th. TJ Schmidt, 6th place, 861. Jeffrey Mans in 7th at 854. Chris Cundiff is in 8th at 850. Matthew Farber is in 9th at 849. Gene Perez in 10th at 847. Brian Halen, 831 in 11th. RJ Pollard, 831. 13th is Tommy T-Cats at 830. Ken Abner, 14th, 826. Randy Muse, 824 is in 15th. Stephen Novak is in 16th at 823. Hunter Kempton is in 17th at 822. He's tied with Matt Gazin at 822 and 18th. 19th place, we have 19th, 20th, and 21st all tied at 816. This is what we talked about earlier, Chad, about pins. Yes. 1 or 2 pins being such a huge difference in where you are in the standings. 815 is Joel Kloss in 22nd. Josh Myers is in 23rd at 812. 24th is Bob Hale at 808. But Bob Hale's locked into the top 32 because he finished 3rd in the Friday morning or the Saturday morning squad. The importance of bowling the morning squad on Saturday will be mentioned here over and over again when I get to the bottom of this list. Chris Seyfarth is in 25th at 806. Mark Sullivan in 26th at 802. Ronnie Russell. Now here's where it gets interesting. Ronnie Russell's in 27th at 799. Joe Massey's in 28th at 798. Giselle Pass is in 29th at 797. Kristen Nider is in 30th at 795. Shannon O'Keefe. This is where it gets interesting. Shannon O'Keefe is in 31st. She's tied. 3-way tie here at 793. But here's the key. She's locked in. She finished 4th in the this morning squad here at 8:30. The top 4 guaranteed their way into the top 32. She did that. That number will not change. However, Devin Mazzullo and Mike Lish are tied for 32nd and 33rd at -7. So you take that number into play. The cut score right now, -7. We'd have a 2-way tie. If Shannon drops out of the top 32, 31 scores will be taken from score. She will automatically go into that 32nd place. So right now, I think the magic number right now is -5 as the cut, in my opinion. Now, if I'm -1 or 2, I'm nervous right now.
You should be bowling again.
And really, Kristen Nider is at -5, but Ronnie Russell, Joe Massey, Giselle are all sitting on their number. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 scores, and what you have to do, there's only 3, right? Because 33rd is tied. So really 3 scores, 7 under and 5 under. So anybody that beats that number is going to jump their way in.
That's
now,
right.
Again, Bob Hale at +8, who's in 24th, you think, he's safe, 9 spot. You never know, right? So we had 10 people in the last squad. 10 people shot 815 or better, right?
Wow.
So if you do that, you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'd be looking at around 8-12. So Josh Meyer's score would be out if 10 people did that again. Now, we're in the last squad. A lot of times you're talking about people that have bowled multiple squads, have struggled to look for something. We do have some new guys that have come in. You never know. But I'm thinking right now, if I'm a betting man, Chad, I'm betting that +6 could be the number.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. We've kind of speculated throughout that last squad that it could be plus, and it's looking that way.
Mark Sullivan, I'm going to say Chris Seyfarth, Mark Sullivan, who's 2 and +6, +2, +6 respectively. I think Ronnie Russell could be looking on the outside in once again.
Is he bowling?
He's not bowling.
He's not going to bowl.
He's not going to bowl. So
gambling, man.
All right, I'm going to wrap things up. I got to get this squad underway for practice, but enjoy the live stream, guys. Thanks. Okay, bowlers, welcome to the 2018 Ebonite Lafayette Open, powered by Savage Bowling TV. I'd like to thank my following sponsors for making 21 years possible. Ebonite, Savage Bowling Pro Shops, Awards Unlimited, Smith Drain Service, Mustang Alley, Tim Sheepers, Shomer's Plumbing, Ace Fire Protection, and Mr. David Slavin from Big Four Socks. And speaking of, he's behind us here on the concourse in front of the Pro Shop with his table full of socks ready for you to buy them all up so he doesn't have to haul them home. And if you try one out, I think you'll be very pleased that you bought a pair. I have worn a pair all day today, and my feet don't hurt one bit. And I've got like 16,000 steps today, so I got a Fitbit to prove it. Anyway, see Dave, tournament special, $10 a pair. You'll be happy that you bought some. If not, online, right? BigFourStocks.com? That's right. Okay. Bowlers, with those sponsors, we've contributed over $3,000 to the prize fund. Also want to note, Ebonite, we do have some equipment on display. We encourage you to visit an EBI demo day at a pro shop near you. Great opportunity to test drive equipment before you buy. Okay, bowlers, you will be bowling 4 games across the entire center. You will skip 2 pairs and bowl on the 3rd. You may practice on any of the pairs you will hit in your cross. The last 5 minutes of practice, I will make an announcement to ask you to return to your starting pair. We'll be passing out score sheets here shortly. You'll have pink scorecards that you're responsible for putting your own score on. Then there will be 4 sheets of paper stapled together with everybody's name. Bowler A will be responsible for filling out the scorecards for the pair. Once you fill those out, tear that top copy off, leave them at the rail at your pair, take the other ones with you as you move. This way we can update scores and brackets as quickly as possible. Remember, your pink scorecard is the official scorecard for your squad. Any scores on that, whether they're lower, will be taken as official. So make sure you have the right scores written down. You have until the completion of practice to enter brackets. They will be games 1, 2, and 3. We have $2 and $5 brackets plus a high game pot that will pay each game and series. Last but not least, make sure you share Savage Bowling TV on YouTube. Chad Lester, we've been broadcasting all day. We want to get the word out, get our subscribers up. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll have some cool giveaways to give away, bowling balls and other things. So please make sure you go on Savage Bowling TV on YouTube, become a subscriber. We also have events coming up, this Indiana State Masters. We have the high school state bowling finals. We have the Indiana State Queens coming up for broadcast. So please make sure you share our YouTube page and become a subscriber. All right, bowlers, once you get a full rack of pins, you may begin practice. Wait till you get a full set of pins before you begin. Once you get a full rack of pins, you may begin practice. Bowlers, return to your starting pair. For the last 5 minutes of practice, please. Bowlers, return to your starting pair for the last minutes of practice. Okay, bowlers, hold up on your practice, please. Recycle your pin setters to the first ball. Hold up on your practice. Recycle your pin setters to the first ball. Once again, last call for brackets behind lanes 1 and 2. Last call for brackets. Games 1, 2, and 3. Remember.
remember, skip 2 pair, bowl on the third. Skip 2 pair, bowling on the third. You have your pink scorecards, which is your own responsibility. Then there are 4 score sheets stapled together. Bowler A responsible for those. Rip those off once you have your scores written down and leave them on the rail, and we'll come by and pick them up and get things taken care of quickly. Thank you. Good luck. Good scoring.
My guy bowled on the wrong spot. Wrong main? No, yeah.
drops out when she probably she's automatically top 31 scores. Because everybody else in this league, yeah. Could be. If I can take my shit home, yeah, well, that's not gonna help me if I leave. It's so fucking cold. I know, but it's better than fucking fighting the weather. Granted, everybody's got a different amount of steps or environment they have to walk into to get there. My tab back.
No.
They done bowl it, or is they still bowl?
197.
Well, that's right there. What, 190, 180, 180, 180.
That's pretty much what he did earlier.
Missed makeables.
Well, I think his only miss was a super washout. But he had 2 of them. So that's not good on snare. 5,000. But he had a strike, good 9 count, and a couple after that. I mean, he could have been 4 bags instead of 2-0. Oh well. He catches a break, he shoots 200.
My 190, I had 2 missed makeables and 2 really good pocket shots I couldn't win. I'd have missed makeable every game after that. So give me my makeables, I cover those. So just I've been as minus 56. Whoa, got a little bear.
All right, we're about a game and a half through the last qualifying squad of the 21st Ebonite Lafayette Open. This is the 5th qualifying squad that we've had, 4th of the day. We had one yesterday, and then 4 today. Should be getting results for the first game here shortly, waiting on Scott and his team to figure those standings, and then we'll get an update. Still thinking the cut's going to be around +5, although that could change depending on the scoring pace of this squad. I see a lot of the same kind of scoring that we had the first, the last 3 squads today. So we get down to the last game or so, it's going to be a really good, an interesting situation for some players. During these last 2 games, we get to the last 2 games, last game and a half. We're going to have David Slavin from Big 4 Socks joining me here in the booth. Talk about his socks and his company and what he's doing to make bowlers more comfortable in their approach as they bowl throughout their weekend, in their weeks. And some of his socks, people don't even, they aren't even bowlers that wear them. I want to thank our sponsors again: Savage Bowling Pro Shops, Ace Fire Protection, Awards Unlimited, Awards Unlimited has provided the trophy for this tournament for the entire time it has been in existence, so 21 years now. Obama Benton Corporation, Ebonite, huge sponsor. I want to thank them for providing the excellent banners that you'll see during tomorrow's telecast, as well as the other things that they provided. If you haven't been to a demo day, an EBI demo day, check it out. It's pretty inexpensive, and you get to try out just about every piece of equipment that they have that is current. So find one in your local area. It's very beneficial. If you're wanting to try out a bowling ball before you actually buy it, this is the way to go. Other sponsors: Schomer's Plumbing, Big 4 Socks, Mustang Alley. And Mustang Alley has been, this business has been the host of this tournament for 21 consecutive years. So I want to thank them for putting money into the prize fund and actually hosting the event. Thanks to these sponsors, $3,000 has been put into the prize fund before we even threw a single shot this weekend. Match play tomorrow starts at 9 a.m. Practice will start at 8:45. We'll take the air about 8:15. Tomorrow's when the exciting stuff happens. Best 2 out of 3 matches, all the way down until we get to the Final 4. Once we get to the Final 4, we'll take a quick break tomorrow, reposition some cameras, and we'll do a TV-style, more formal broadcast of the semifinals and finals. Those matches are also best 2 out of 3. Our defending champion, Joe Bailey, is going to make it. He's going to have a shot of being the first person to win back-to-back titles of this event. And yeah, it should be a fun time tomorrow. Should be a lot of good matches. So stay tuned. We're waiting on some scores from the first game. We'll get those out to you, and enjoy the telecast. All right, we have the results as of game one for this last qualifying squad. Here's everybody who's plus. We're going to tell you 11 bowlers out of the 42 bowlers are even or better. Leading the squad with 246 is Zach Weidman. Or Weidman, I think. Sorry, Zach, if you're listening, if your family's listening. Marissa Thomas is in second. 224, Zach Tackett. 222, Danny Clark. 215, Jason Sollers. 212, Matt Sanders, still trying to make a run at it. 211, Ryan Moody. 206, Skip Patterson. 201, and then these three bowlers are 9th, 10th, and 11th, all even. Kyle Luckett, Michael Llewellyn, and Holly Pitchford. So if the scoring pace goes as it has in the last three squads, usually this is the highest scoring game. Usually we're going to have a few bowlers that are going to go under. Some of those were plus, now will go minus. So we should see that over 200, over plus number of bowlers go down. Other bowlers in the hunt: Jared Massey 198, Jesse Gibson at 199, Zach Rhodes 197, 15th place Mike Dole at 192, Mike Kahn 189, Kristen Nieder at 187, Wesley Lowe 182, Cameron Doyle's 179. So looking at some of these bowlers that are scoring and see if they're already in the top 32. I do see not very many of these bowlers. So some of you are watching on the live stream and you're worried about your cut score. You're good so far. We still think it's going to be plus, we believe. Because there's only 5 bowlers that are minus. So you have 5 bowlers over that, which we do. Those bowlers are going to knock it out. This will be the first year in existence of the Lafayette Open that the cut score has been plus. So that kind of gives you bowlers out there who are thinking about bowling this tournament how difficult this tournament can be. One big score can put you right in the hunt of making a cut. We've seen it numerous times throughout the day today where a bowler has, start off with 160, come back with 230, and all of a sudden they're in the hunt. And I expected that to be true with a lot of these bowlers who are bowling this squad as well. Right now they're in mostly the 7th, 8th frame, couple pairs on their 10th frame of the second game. Kick back, relax. We're about halfway through this last qualifying squad. Again, thanks for watching. Lafayette Open here on Savage Bowling TV.
All right, welcome back to the live stream here. Scott Gilmore just chiming in here at the 7 o'clock squad, and I don't know what Chad has mentioned as I'm just walking by, and we've been finishing up the prize fund. The prize fund. And but before I do so, I want to give a shout out to the Schleball family. Mikey wanted me to give you a shout out for watching and listening, and hopefully he can turn it up a notch or two, right? Sneak in this top 20 or top 32. But anyway, Zach Weidman leading the way with 246, and I remember a conversation Zach had me right before this started that he had nothing on that pair and he shoots 246. So we'll see how he does as he moves on. But anyway, Marissa Thomas with a good start, 224. Zach Tackett, 222. Danny Clark, 215. Jason Solers, 212. Matt Sanders, 211. Ryan Mooney, 206. Skip Patterson, 201. Kyle Luckett, Michael Llewellyn, and Holly Pitchford all at 200 after one. So 11 people, even or better. That tells me pace is going to tell me what, maybe 5 people go plus? If that's the case, -1, -2 is going to be really close to the cut. So, matter of fact, I think I have the updated after 3. This should be after 4 squads. Yes, it is. Let's see. If we go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1 would be the cut. So, interesting. We'll stay tuned for more. But anyway, shout out to the Schleball family. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast this afternoon and this evening. And we've been here now. I've been here 14 hours, so we're working on a couple more hours, and we'll be back in the morning, too. So we'll wrap everything up before we cut off the air. I'll make sure we do the we'll stay on the air until we get the overall cut. And so scores are just wrapping up for game number 2. And we'll try to get those things updated as quickly as we can. But thanks for watching. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Sorry we haven't had anybody in here commentating during the day, but a little short-handed in the tournament office. It's just me and my wife taking care of all the financials, brackets, scores, updates, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes the live stream gets to be thrown to the side, unfortunately, but we do thank you for hanging with us all day long. We're almost done. 2 games to go. Matter of fact, they're just finishing up Game 3. I do have Game 2 updates. Jason Sollers way out in front right now, plus 89 after 2. He goes 212, 277. Zach Weidman stays right around 200 with a 201 Game 2. He's second with 447. Marissa Thomas, plus 23 after 2, 423. The PWBA champion from Kentucky. Or I shouldn't say champion, but has bowled real well on the PWBA tour when she does bowl. Zach Tackett with 420. Brett Shepard shoots 238 in Game 2 to jump to plus 11. Danny Clark, 409. Mike Kahn, 407. That's your top 7. That's your 7 that are plus. Kristen Nider, she's -5 at 395. Mikey Schleybaugh is -9 at 391. And Jesse Gibson rounds out the top 10 at -11 at 389. However, the number right now is -7. But if you take into account after these games that have been bowled, of course, someone has taken my sheet, obviously, so I'm going to end up flying blind here. But basically, if I remember correctly, which we've heard that before, if we take the 7 that are plus, right now you're probably looking at an even cut score. I'll double check that, verify it, but I'm thinking right now you'll probably be right around even if the top 7 here stay plus. Remember, Shannon O'Keefe is already locked into the match play portion with her top 4 score in the opening squad here at 8:30 this morning. So that right now is your top 10. -11 is the cut or the number right now in this squad at -11. Your top 7 scores are plus. So it's going to come down to, as you know, the last frame or 2 of a game, the difference between somebody getting in and somebody not. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with another update after Game 3 here in just a few minutes. Hey, can you share that? Can you share those posts like on? All right, welcome back to the 2018 Ebonite Lafayette Open, powered by Savage Bowling TV and updates here after Game 3. Jason Sollers really turning up the heat here in the last and final squad. He's 105 over. Basically, right now he's on cruise control. He came over with Joe Bailey, so
Okay, yeah.
Joe gave him some input on, well, Jason is left-handed, Joe is right-handed, but Joe was watching Jason bowl and said, listen, you don't have enough surface on the ball. So Jason made some surface changes, and boy, that's really worked well for him. Marissa Thomas is bowling well. She's plus 29. Zach Weidman hanging on at 624. He's shot 177 Game 3. Mike Kahn climbing the ladder at 619. Zach Tackett holding on at plus 12, 612. Brett Shepard right there at 606. Alex Martin, 604. He shot 237 his last game to really make a jump. And then rounding out the top 8 at even or better is Mikey Schleybaugh at 600 on the nose. He shoots 209 Game 3, but right now I don't think even will make it. Wesley Lowe had a big game, 230 last game, just to get to minus 28. So wow. Wesley's thinking I need 240 to make it. I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think plus 5 or 6 is going to make it. Right now, when I looked at the numbers, plus 7 was the number. Mike Dole starting out with the front 5, and remember, he's on 15 and 16. That's the same pair that Joel Kloss shot 258 on.
Yep.
Now, let's look at Mike Dole where he's at. He is at minus 27. You shoot a 250 game, and you're right there.
You're in. Yeah.
So he's probably even thinking if I can shoot, he's probably right now, he's got to shoot
240.
I think if he shoots 237 or better, plus 10's getting in.
Yeah.
So
I heard Wesley walking by after this last game said, shot my highest game of the day. 230.
Well, and he's going to need another one of those.
Yeah.
And really, to me, right now, he's at a point where 230's not getting in.
No.
He's got to go.
He's got a bunch.
Well, he's down at minus 28. He's got to go, I think, well, he could shoot 239 and get plus 11, get in. Marissa Thomas right here in front of us, too. And what does she finish with? 179, minus 21, plus 8. Oh,
wow,
that's going to be
really,
right there.
Really close.
That is going to be right there. Oh, boy, if you're her, you would love to have had about a 185 or better.
And I saw her, as she picked up her ball, she walked away shaking her head. So I wonder kind of if she knew something.
Well, and she doubled in the 10th to get to that. So that was huge.
They had a big split there in the 8th, so.
Well, you just don't want to give it all back in one game.
No.
She's going to be right.
It's going to be right there. It's going to
be right on the bubble. Well, so we know right now she goes around, at plus 8, she goes around 10 people.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
so she's I'm going to say safely in. Jason Soler's right in front of us here. 54 in the third, six spare in the fourth. I'm not sure which one Tommy was, but Tommy T-Cats was already in. He was at -7. He went 196, I believe, so it doesn't matter for him. He's already in at 830. So
Josh Myers just said on the chat he shot 250 on 15 and 16 today.
Who's that?
Josh Myers. So must be good on the left side.
Wow, the left side loves
15 and 16.
right now. Two lefties shoot 250.
Uh-huh.
Mike Dole right now is on a 230 pace.
Yeah.
And he's going to need them all.
Yep.
And Mike Dole's good enough to do that.
He sure is.
If his brother Andy is out there listening, listen, Andy, you win it back in 2000, what, 4 or something like that, too? When was the last time? When did he win it?
2002.
2002 has never been back. Can you believe that?
Is he retired from bowling?
I don't know.
He needs to come out of retirement. If you're in retirement, Andy, come out and come bowl this tournament next year.
What if I?
We'd at least love to see you.
What if I put out there a $1,000 bounty for the first guy to repeat, or a past champion wins it? If a past champion wins it a particular year, like next year, and I put up $1,000, do you think that would draw some guys to maybe come back?
Possible, yeah. Because look,
like a $1,000 bonus.
Yeah.
If they win it.
Yeah. There's quite a few people who haven't been back. Well, a lot of people.
Wonder if I can get a sponsor or two out there to maybe pony up that.
Yeah.
See what would happen.
Love to see Gary Ness, Terry Clayton. Steve Hartman was out here today watching.
Yeah, but he complains that the format's too long anymore for him.
Yeah. And I think a lot of those guys probably think that.
Right. Well,
but yeah.
I tell you right now, Chad, if Mike gets this one, and then even if he doesn't get the one in the 9th, he could, if he spares in the 10th, that would put him in the high 230s.
Mm-hmm.
That would put him, if he shoots 239, that would put him at +12.
Which is be really close still, but probably going to be
I
good
think
enough.
+12 would be in.
Yes.
I think if you're 10 or better, you're in. But the wild card here is Shannon O'Keefe at -7.
Yeah.
Who's going to make the cut?
Yeah.
I know.
She'll be in 30
Some people don't like that, but that's, you try to dangle the carrot to get him here early in the morning, and you know what? It might pay off for her. Might pay off for her. This 15 and 16 must be a really good pair.
Yeah, everybody's bowling pretty well in this pair.
Well, Gibson just opened, and he's still, even after an open in the 8th, he's got 164. When you're thinking the average score is, I'm going to say, what do you think the field average on this is? Probably down in the mid 170s.
Yeah.
175 to 178 might be the field average. Maybe lower than that, probably.
Yeah.
Here's a big shot for Mike Dole. 8th frame.
Oh. Hi. You guys just watching it on the live stream. 247.
Well, he's got to make this.
He does. It's like he was slow with his speed on that shot.
The first one in this game I've watched him bowl where he kind of aimed it a little bit, right? It's so easy to aim it. And
you get that arm swing a little bit tight. That happens.
All right, good spare. All right, if he's still looking at 259 here. Here's the thing, Chad. He can only miss. He's got to strike. If he doesn't strike in the 9th, he's got to strike. He's got to get a strike here in the 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
So if he gets let's say he goes 9 spare in the 9th, that would put him at 196. That would make it 246. 236 would put him at +9. So if you're Mike, you're thinking if you strike, then you just mark in the 10th, and that's your high 230 game, right? And
Pray.
well, if he gets a double there, you like his chances because he could strike out for 279.
Yeah.
He still has 250 there. And so right now, if I'm a bowler in that's already in, that's not bowling right now, that's at +10, I'm feeling pretty good.
Right.
If I'm +8, +9, but here's the other kicker though. Bob Hale shot +8 this morning at 8:30. He's already locked
in too. So
So
that would be another one.
So that would be two that took advantage of the 8:30 a.m. squad.
Yes.
Oh, that's way out.
Oh, he got away with one.
Got it.
He knows it
Oh,
too.
he rolled it good.
He knows he missed on that one.
Oh, he might sneak in here. Now you gotta lower the heart rate. I don't even throw him that good, Mikey. I don't throw it that good, Mikey.
That was way out there.
Of course, Mikey's telling me that's a Gilmore hit. No.
Yeah.
No.
You would have left the 7-pin if it did make
In
it
this
to the
house,
pocket.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against Mustang Alley. I might carry just that's on house pattern now.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, if you're able, that's good. Correct the score. I think if let's see, where's Jesse Gibson at? I don't know where he's at. Ooh, he is -11.
He's got a good game going too.
Ooh, but he's not gonna.
No.
It's not gonna be enough. He had to have that one in the ninth. He's not sure, but +3 is not getting it.
No.
I hate to say. Now, we don't know that because all we know right now is Marissa Thomas is in at +9 or +8. That's what we know right now in this squad. She would go around at least 10 bowlers.
Oh.
Well, and he wanted that one, and
yeah.
He probably thought he was still there, but unfortunately, we could probably have told him. But still, a good bowling performance by Jesse Gibson, no doubt about that. He's going to shoot 201, 203 if he gets 2 here. That would put him at -8. Normally, under most circumstances,
that would make it.
That's good.
Yeah.
But he missed a spare there in the 8th that really hurt him too. Well, here it is for Mike Dole. Anything, it's got to be a mark.
Yeah.
I tell you, if he marks, if he fills 20 pins,
he should be in good shape.
He's
then.
+12. So here's a shot here. You should see him coming out of your left side of the screen. Oh,
yes. You like that one?
Oh, he liked it. That's going to put him in. That will put him in the cut. What a dogfight that he was just. It's like a boxer that just doesn't want to give up, right?
Right.
You take body blows and jabs, and somehow you figure out to throw one right cross and you knock the opponent out, right?
Right. You just kind of go for the jugular, really. He's like, I need a big game. I'm going to do it.
That's
Brooklyn.
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, another 250 by a left-hander on 15 and 16. Mike Dole is going to shoot at least 250 plus. That's going to put him, if he strikes right now, that's 259. That's going to put him at +32. He's going to leapfrog a whole bunch of people.
Josh Myers on the chat on YouTube says, I'm +12 and I'm praying.
Josh, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to put some money on your score.
Yeah. Adam Whitty. I asked, where in the heck are those guys? Dan Bourne's been talking to us.
Yeah.
Adam says, hey, guys, remember when Purdue smashed Ohio State University?
Yes, and not only was that the biggest thing for Purdue sports right now is Jeff Brom turning down his alma mater. I don't think we as fans realize just how big that was.
Yes.
Right? So anyway, we're going to maybe take a few more minutes. I do have the prize fund put together. $2,500 for first, I will say,
nice.
today, this weekend. and $1,400 for second. So almost $4,000 for the top 2 spots here at the 21st Ebonite Lafayette Open. So,
and how many spots you paying down?
We're paying 43,
which is great. You don't even make the cut, and you're gonna make your money back plus some, right?
Yes, $150 for 33rd through 43rd place on a $90 entry fee.
Yeah.
And if you did that on Friday, it's only $70, right? So you almost double your money. You over double your money.
Not too many tournaments you go to, and you finish like that, you get the last cashing spot, and you actually make money.
Right, right.
So
yeah, we've always taken pride in that here at this event. Right now, if I remember correctly, first round losers tomorrow will earn $250 on a $90 entry fee.
Yeah.
Almost 3 times your money. You can't beat that. What I've always tried to do is my format dictates that you probably stay overnight unless you're fortunate enough to be within an hour drive. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to pay for your hotel.
Yes, exactly.
So there's nothing worse than making someone stay overnight, costing them, $75, $80 for a hotel, and then you pay them their money back. You know?
And then they lose money.
Yeah, so, I pay for your hotel. You still make a little bit of extra money, especially if you only enter one time, right?
Oh, right.
But that's why guys enter multiple times, because they know they can. If they make it, if I enter twice,
you justify
I still make money.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, nice game by Mike Dole. Only I see 3 lefties bowl on 15 and 16, and I saw 258, 250, and 259.
Yeah.
So, hey, what do you say? Skip Patterson opened in the 10th. He had a chance to shoot 252 as well on that game. I don't know where Skip Patterson was, but if he would have shot 250, ooh, that would have put him at plus 15.
Wow.
So Skip opens in the 10th to shoot 215 instead, and that's going to have him come up 20 pins short from even. But he shoots 250 there, Chad, and
he's another bowler
that's going to leapfrog. So a lot can happen, right?
Yes.
So players are wrapping up their final game. We're going to try to have stuff posted. Saw Matt Sanders throw a strike, but he went open 6th and 7th, but he can still shoot 235.
I think he's going to be in anyways, right?
No, he is not in. Matt Sanders shoots 235. He would be plus 10. And he went split and then 9 whiff. But he can shoot 235 if he strikes out.
Yeah, we will keep the live stream going clear until you make the announcement of the final 32. That way everybody can hear that's watching. So stay on and be patient. We'll get through those standings as quick as we can when everybody finishes today.
Yeah, looking around at scores, Zach Tackett just got a 5 count through the face, and he's right there on the bubble. He's plus 12. And so if he does not make this, that would put him 18, 165, 170. He would have to mark. He would have to mark in the 10th, possibly to make the cut. Jason Sollers now could shoot 198. He gets the first one. That'll put him in the 180s. So he's good to go. Oh, what a spare by Zach Tackett. Covers up the 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Big spare there from Zach. I see a 224 game. Not much else in the area of scores, so a lot can change. We'll sit tight here. As Matt Sanders just hammered the 10-pin down.
I couldn't tell if the 10 went or not.
He looks a little stressed, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
We'll sit tight here in this live stream until we finish.
He wants to make the cut. He wants to win this tournament. He came so close last year. Well, last few years.
He's been frustrated today because he's really struggled, and the problem is he's thrown some good games.
There he is.
But he's also had the 150 or 60 that's plagued him. So when you can shoot 230, that's great, but boy, you just can't give it all back in the next game.
No.
Well, he knows what he needs to do. Well, he's bowled on TV under pretty excruciating pressure, right?
Yeah, I'm sure this is nothing compared to that.
I mean, he strikes out in the 10th frame to make the World Championship TV show. So, I'm not sure that that's got a lot more pressure than this.
It doesn't even compare.
No. So Zach Tackett right now is at plus 12. A mark and a good count would put him at 2-0. That would lock him probably into the top 32. Nice bowling by Jason Solers. He shoots 197. He's going to shoot
solid set.
102 over, but oh boy. That looked like a nervous swing a little bit, didn't it? Well, that's 195 minus 5. That would put him at +7 if he misses, right?
Well, yeah, he needs a spare.
I think he's got a mark.
Yeah.
Based on what I'm seeing. I think he's got a mark. Well, that's going to put Nathan Michalowski by 2 pins as our overall leader.
For the second consecutive year.
For the second consecutive year. Nathan was +104, if I remember correctly. And that's going to be enough for Zach. He needs to just pipe one right down the middle and just try to get 8 or 9 pins.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble. Don't hit your ankle or anything like that.
Right now he's, you just need, you just want to get as many pins as you can. Just make sure you hit the head pin.
And now we see Matt get up there. Matt Sanders.
Then we'll see what Matt can do as he finishes.
This is our last pair of the evening.
Oh, he leaked it right. Oh, a lot of 8-pin there, a lot of 8 count for Zach, and he's laughing about it. 204. That's going to put him +16. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm a betting man. That's good.
He wouldn't have been laughing if.
Oh no! If that would have got 3. Oh no. 5 pin. I'm telling you, it's just like the Indiana State Masters. You just never know.
Yep.
Right. Speaking of, as Matt gets ready to bowl, January 25th, 6th, and 7th is the Indiana State Masters over at Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana. Jeff Circle runs a extremely well run tournament there for the state championship, state title on the line there. That is the weekend of January 25th, 26th, 27th. Here's Matt Sanders.
Looks good.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh, jeez. I know how it feels.
Oh,
can't believe it.
Oh my goodness, that was high flush smash, and I don't know.
It was great.
How did that not carry?
I wish we had instant replay.
That's gonna, and he had to have that.
He sure did.
Boy, I tell you, he is not going to be a happy camper leaving it. And you know what? Here it is, Chad. 2-11, game 1. 2-13, game 3. He's going to shoot 2-14, 151, game 2. It's the.
He's had that every set that he's bowled today.
He's had the 150 or 160 game. He's had the 150 or 60 game every squad.
Yeah.
So, but boy, what a terrible break. And he's probably ready just to throw his stuff in the car and go home, right?
And that's tough. People are reacting on the chat here. Unbelievable. Ouch.
I mean, that was absolutely crushed.
You know, that was a minimum of $250 shot right there.
Look at that. Look at that.
And he carries. He's like, geez.
Well, you know what he's really thinking about, though, Chad, is
the bad game probably.
Well, he missed an easy – he had a 9 whiff, right? So there's 11. So you think about that, 25 still would not have been enough. That would put him even. He had to have the first 2 strikes in the 10, and he knows it.
Gosh.
And it's just – it's been a rough weekend for him.
He has.
He finally looked like he had a nice little matchup there, and, boy, you can't throw it any better than what he just did and not strike.
He's going to think about that one for a little bit.
All right, I'm going to let you go, and I will be back with hopefully updates for you for the top 32 match play for Sunday morning.
Yeah, everybody stay tuned. We're going to stay on the air until the final 32 is announced. So stay tuned here within the next few minutes. We'll have your final standings. Take care.
7 o'clock squad, your top score with a 902 was Jason Solers. In second place with an 832, Mike Dole. In third with an 822, Mike Kahn. Fourth place with an 816, Zach Tackett. Fifth place, Brett Shepard with 814. And in sixth, at plus 11, Zach Weidman, 811. We'll find out here shortly what the top 32 is. We will pay 33 through 43 tonight if you're here. We'll post the final results here in just a couple minutes. top 32. Once again, your overall leader for the second year in a row, Nathan Mikulowski at 904. Getting in by virtue of bowling the morning squad, where the top 4 are guaranteed. Shannon O'Keefe at -7 gets in. However, your cut score is +6. Chris Seyfarth is your 31st qualifier. So by virtue of bowling the 8:30 a.m. squad, where we have 4 guarantees, Shannon O'Keefe steals the last spot at -7, but the cut is +6. +6 gets in. We will be paying 33rd through 43rd. The low cash is Jesse Gibson at -9. -9 was your low to cash. So if you are here, the following people: Ronnie Russell, -1. Alex Martin, -2. Joe Massey, -2. Giselle Poss, -3. Mikey Schweball, -4. Kristen Niter, -5. Devin Mazzullo, -7. Mike Lish, -7. Danny Clark, -9. Jesse Gibson, -9. You do have envelopes in the tournament office behind lanes 1 and 2. Those that made the cut, 8:45 tomorrow morning. That's when practice will begin. Those that did not, that are leaving, thank you for bowling this year. If those would like to watch tomorrow, we will start first matches at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Lisa, what up tomorrow?
They're just
It's painful, dude. Just make sure you start.
Thank you. Hey, I'm going to check the schedule still for the high school thing.
Okay, yeah, let me know.
You got a blue screen, but you can talk.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here from the 21st Ebonite Lafayette Open, powered by Savage Bowling TV. Scott Gilmore once again back in the booth. Chad Lester's been in and out. We're going to go over the cut score here real quick. Your top 32 as listed. Nathan Mikulowski at 904 leads the way again for the second year in a row. Jason Sollers, 902. Joe Bailey in third at 888. Jeff Fair fourth at 886. Tyler Perry at 5th and 864. Jacob Siss, 863. TJ Schmidt, 861. Jeffrey Mann, 854. Chris Cundiff, 850. Matthew Farber, 849. That's your top 10. In 11th, Gene Perez. 12th, Mike Dole, 832. Brian Halen, 13th, 831. RJ Pollard, 831. Tommy Tekatz in 15th at 830. Ken Abner, 826 and 16th. Randy Muse, 824. Steve Novak, 823 and 18th. Hunter Kempton, 822. Matt Gazin, 822. Mike Kahn, 822. In 22nd was Greg Young at 816, tied with Jackson Cross, tied with Jordan Gray, tied with Zach Tackett, all at 816. Joel Kloss at 815. Brett Shepard at 814. That's 26th and 27th place. 28th, Josh Myers at 812. 29th, Zach Weidman. 30th, Bob Hale. 31st, Chris Seyfarth. And making the top 32 at 32nd by virtue of bowling in the 8:30 a.m. squad and getting one of those top 4 spots is Shannon O'Keefe at -7. She is 13 pins off the pace. And unfortunately, she knocked out Mark Sullivan at 8:02. But however, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bowlers bowled better than she did, but that's the virtue of bowling the 8:30 a.m. squad where you have guarantees, and that's why you know, tournament directors do that because they want to get people here early in the morning. And why not encourage them with some bonus money and guaranteed spots? And Shannon O'Keefe took advantage of it. And Chad, that's your top 32. And again, you know, I'm sure there's going to be some disappointed people out there, but you know what? It just happens. And it's really the first time that I can recall
Probably the first time ever.
Yeah, a top 4 person in the morning squad did not actually make the number.
Yeah, yeah. The scores this morning were tough. Smaller field. Probably has some to do with it. But for whatever reason, you know, the scores were lower this morning.
Yeah, and surprisingly, the middle, the scoring in the middle is much higher than normal. Obviously, this is the first time we've ever had a cut that was actually plus. If Shannon O'Keefe did not get that spot, obviously she would have bowled again, but +2 would have been that number. Still the first time we've had a plus cut.
Yeah.
But that shows you, too, listen to the field. You have Tyler, you know, names that you might not be familiar with. Brian Halen, junior Team U.S. player, bowls for McKendree. Tyler Perry right now is going to be a collegiate All-American at Vincennes and is one of the front runners for Bowler of the Year. So you just have those kind of players. Greg Young was a former junior Team USA player. And then you have Shannon O'Keefe, obviously. And you go through these Steve Novak, Jeff Fair, Ken Abner, Mike Dole, Gene Perez, Matthew Farber, a Team USA player. So Jeffrey Mann, junior Team USA. TJ Schmidt, College Bowler of the Year, former past champion of the Ebonite Lafayette Open. So Joe Bailey, a talented amateur who won this event last year. So the list goes on. This field gets tougher. Think about the names that did not make it. Okay, Ronnie Russell. Mark Sullivan, a past champion. Cameron Doyle, Matt Sanders, Wesley Lowe, you know, that did not make the cut this year. So, again, really shows you, I mean, Wesley way down in 59th place. It just shows you how tough scoring can be and how tough the lane pattern is. And really, to be honest with you, the first time that we've ever had a cut plus. And so that happens. It's going to happen eventually, sooner or later, when the fields get better.
Yeah, the fields are getting stronger and stronger as far as the level of talent is concerned. So, I mean, we're expecting it could be even higher next year.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Unless I make them tougher.
You want to make them. Yeah. But that's what this tournament's known for is tough lane conditions, and this was tough.
Right. Well, we're going to sign off for tonight. Been a long day. We all need to get out of here. It's 10:30. We've been here since 7. You know, 15 and a half hours is a long day to spend in a bowling alley, and it's time to go home and get some rest and come back here tomorrow morning. We'll take the air roughly about 8:45 so in the morning when practice starts.
8:15, 8:30.
Okay.
Around there.
Maybe do some early stuff with us. Chad knows all that. I don't. He's a production guy. So, again, tune in tomorrow morning. We'll take the air sometime around 8:30. I'm sure Chad will post it. Matches start at 9 a.m. for a round of 32. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to watch, the round of 32 is a round to do it. Best 2 out of 3 tomorrow morning to decide the winner and champion of the 2018 Ebonite Lafayette Open. So, thanks for watching qualifying today. 32 people will take their chance at $2,500 actually for first place and the Crystal Trophy from Awards Unlimited. We'll see you tomorrow morning from Mustang Alley in Lafayette. So long, everyone.